The NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 82 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. Blankenship out for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 27, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 40 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for KC. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second and goal, Mahomes being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
It's now third and goal.
Mike 10, Mike 10. You ready? Right now. 10's the mic. 43.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 89 yards. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he's got this down to the 35.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Sheds off the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Raiders have got him.
Let's go.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Steps away to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On first down, Jacobs stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Catch is made by Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Mahomes now to throw. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So first and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Lurk Squad. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And a wild card win moves